What's going on YouTube? This is the Candy Man with my IG Fish Candy and also my YouTube Fish Candy. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm doing a little video on how I hook up my glow sticks to my buoys when I go lobster fishing or crab fishing. So traditionally I made this buoy and I have a two-part video. One is how I hooked up my buoy, and two, how I store my crab and lobster traps on my boat with my buoys, and also my bait holders for the crab traps and the hoop nets. So this is gonna be a little quick video on, traditionally I use this glow stick, which, you know, you break it, you shake it, and then you put it in there, and then pull it out. When you're done, you throw it away. The problem with this is that they're not reusable. And I was just thinking, you know, I'm spending a lot of money using these type of glow sticks to spot my buoys in the water during the nighttime. And my wife goes, well, why don't you try to look for a glow stick that lights up? And I know they do have them. So I go, well, let me check them out. And what I did was I went online. Me and my wife were looking online, and we found this glow stick right here, which is not only rechargeable, right? It has a charging port. They also have rubber seals in there where they're waterproof. But my wife's all like, well, they may be waterproof, but water can still get inside. And I was thinking about it, I was like, wow, what we can do? She's all like, why don't you use a water bottle? So I was like, man, that was a great idea. So I started brainstorming, and I was like, whoa, what's a good water bottle? The traditional water bottle is you can crunch them up and then put the cap on there and then just throw it away. They're too soft. So I was like thinking around, and I went to my brother-in-law's house, and I seen a empty bottle, and I says, hey, where do you have these at? And they're actually, he drinks a lot of vitamin water bottles, and they're real firm. And I was like, hey, can I check that out? And I checked it out, and I was like, hey man, how many of these do you have? And he's all like, I got a whole bag full. How many do you need? And I go, well, I need 10 because I only can carry 10 hoop nets on there. And I go, well, let me see. So I took 10 of these home, and what you know, they fit right in there. Perfect, right in there. So, and they come out easy, and the lid is pretty solid. Once you tighten it down, you know, it doesn't break, it won't come undone. So, hey, good idea. So I showed my wife, she's all like, wow, that looks, you know, it's pretty good. So when I bought these, they glow different colors, right? And then if I just want green, I just push the button on the green. If I want it blue, I just wait till it gets to blue. I can leave it on blue. Or if I want them different colors, I just push it. So it'll tell you what buttons to push and everything. So that's pretty cool. And then to turn them off, so when you charge them, take this little cap off. They don't come with a charging cable. You have to either have some laying around, which every home has a charging cable. They have that cable. That's a common cable for all charging devices. You use your charging. It takes about an hour and a half to fully charge this. When you plug in the charger, this lights up. And then once it's done charging, then it shuts off, so that you'll know it's charged fully. And then you put the cap back on, right? And then boom. And then when you go fishing, the other thing too is it comes with this little connector, which I'm going to show you later on in the video what we're going to use that for, but we're not going to use it for this light. So we got rid of this, no more here. What I want to do though is attach something to this, so that way at night I can see where my buoy's at. So boom, this is what I set up. I have 10 of these actually, but 9 already set up just like this. And this is where we're using that little clip for on the end. And I tied this to the bottle. The way I tied it is on your Promar hoop net, they have a way of tying the black strap that goes from the red buoy down to the hoop net, and it ties to the metal ring. So I used that type of tie because I was like, man, I couldn't get it off because I was trying to get it off to do my one of the pieces broke, so I wanted to restring it, but that one piece was in the way, and I was like, man, it's hard to get off. So I figured out a way to get it off, but I was like, man, that's a good knot that they use, and it really is, because I used it on this bottle and then this end, and they're pretty tight, but I can still take it out, but it won't just come unraveled, right? You grab your buoy, and this end, I just wrap it through this rope, and then I clip this end to this other end, like that. Boom. And it's attached. This floats on. The rope's going to be through here, attached to the rest of your rope, which is going to sink down, because this rope that I use has lead in it, so it's weighted and it sinks down. So it's basically a rope that goes from down and then down to your trap. So it's out of the way, and this is just floating out in the water with your glow stick in here, and just floating out there. That way it's out of the way. And then when you'll see in my two-part video where I say I did this hookup, and then I did my hoop nets, where this is just going to be hanging right there in my boat with all the other buoys. I think it was pretty cool that I can, you know, reuse these and reuse them, because these get kind of expensive and then you just throw them away and then you can't reuse them. So, you know, why am I going to keep doing that? So now that I got this done, I can get this, put it to the side, and when I'm ready to use it. Now, to tie the bottle to the rope, I got this 21 inches of paracord. This paracord right here. You got the 21 paracord, and then there's the size that I use for this bottle, and I cut 21 inches, and then at the end I use a little torch and I torch it, so that way it melts it, so that way it doesn't unravel. It doesn't unravel. So 21 inches. And then, like I said, on the Promar, they do a little tie. So what it does is I loop it around, right? Then I'm gonna go 1, 2, right? And then on the back side, on this side, I'm gonna go over it. Then I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go 1 loop, and then you can see that end. And then 2 loops right here, inside, and it's just gonna be popping out just like that. And that's how the knot is, just like that. And the cool thing about this is that even though it's loose right now, once I get it over the bottle, I can tie it down and cinch it down. And the good thing about this bottle is really sturdy. You know, yeah, it flexes down and everything, but it's not gonna collapse. It's not gonna crush, you know, anything. So then it's really tight around. Like it's hard to turn around because it's locked in there. See, you can see that it's really locked in there, tight. It's not gonna come undone. The other end, you're gonna do the same knot, right? So you're gonna loop it, boom, go 1, 2, and then you're gonna, on the other side, you're gonna go over the first loop, come in, and go back in, go another one, right? Like that. It's a little too short, but let me pull this in a little bit. Right there. Right? And then once it gets through, you'll see the little burnt part that I melted. Then I'm gonna get this little clip, even though it's still on here, because it's brand new. I'm gonna clip it there. I'm gonna cinch it on there. I'm gonna do the same thing. Gotta be careful it doesn't come out. And boom, just like that. Just like that. And then we're gonna take it off like this. And then you're all set, ready to go. So what you're gonna do is, just like this one, where I showed you, run it through and attach it, and you're good to go. Now you're set up. And I have 10 of these. I got them all ready. See, all ready. And I'm gonna attach these to my buoys. So once I attach these to my buoys, it just gives me another protective space for my glow stick. So the water, salt water, you know, even though this rubber eventually will wear down, and this rubber right here will wear down, it just gives it more protection from the salt water, because salt water destroys everything, aluminum, iron, you know. And then you just in here, and then it's a clear bottle, it's floating in the water, and you'll see it glow. So I just wanted to make this video to make sure that, you know, I put the word out that you don't have to buy these no more. You could just invest some in some glow sticks, and then you could protect them even longer by putting a house around it that you can still see the light. So I appreciate your time, and any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to respond as quickly as possible. And if you like this video, man, thumbs up. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching.